Is Donald Trump losing leverage against Iran, even as the ceasefire formally remains in place? Iran claims a third American aircraft has been downed within days, escalating tensions despite ongoing diplomatic efforts. Repeated U.S. drone missions near Iranian territory reportedly face setbacks as Tehran expands air defense operations. Washington remains publicly restrained after Iran claims it shot down an MQ-1 Predator over territorial waters. The prolonged standoff raises costs for the United States as negotiations remain unresolved and regional tensions continue to simmer. Iran claims it shot down a U.S. MQ-1 Predator drone after the aircraft allegedly entered Iranian territorial airspace and waters. Iran's IRGC said the incident occurred during the early hours of May 31st, according to statements released by Iranian authorities. State-run news agency IRNA reported that the unmanned aerial vehicle was flying above Iranian territorial waters before the incident. The IRGC claimed the MQ-1 Predator crossed into Iranian airspace while carrying out what it described as a hostile operation. Iran said the drone was detected by its air defense systems shortly after it allegedly entered restricted and closely monitored airspace. Iran described the aircraft as an aggressive U.S. military drone operating near sensitive areas along its coastline. Iranian officials said the incident demonstrates the country's capability to detect, track and respond to alleged airspace violations. The IRGC warned that any future act of aggression or violation of Iranian airspace would receive a decisive response. The United States has not yet publicly commented on Iran's claim regarding the alleged shootdown of the MQ-1 Predator drone. As tensions with America rise once again, Iran says it has shot down another hostile drone near the Strait of Hormuz. Iranian air defense units reportedly intercepted a drone near Qeshm Island for the second time on May 30th. Iranian army defense units detected the incoming aircraft before successfully intercepting and destroying it, Tasnim reported. Iranian media alleged the drone was a U.S.-Israeli surveillance aircraft operating over the Strait of Hormuz. The downed UAV was identified as an orbiter drone, Iranian military officials told Mer News. The U.S.-Israeli drone reportedly entered restricted airspace that oversees one of the world's most sensitive waterways, Hormuz. Iranian state media IRIB later released dramatic footage showing remnants of the destroyed drone's wreckage. The wreckage of the eliminated drone could reportedly be seen washed ashore after being brought down by Iranian forces. This comes shortly after Iran-backed Houthis claimed they shot down a U.S. MQ-9 Reaper drone over Yemen's Marib. An American military drone was reportedly shot down over Yemen's Marib Governorate, with regional media saying the incident occurred on May 29th during ongoing tensions in the area. Viral footage broadcast by Iran's press TV appeared to show the exact moment the U.S. drone was intercepted in the skies, capturing its hit and subsequent fall. Additional clips circulating on social media showed what was described as the drone's debris scattered across the ground, with wreckage pieces filmed up close from multiple angles. The downing over Yemen comes just days after Iran's Revolutionary Guard claimed it had shot down a US MQ-9 Reaper drone over the Gulf region, underscoring a rising pattern of American drones being targeted around the Middle East. The IRGC also asserted it opened fire on an F-35 jet and an RQ-4 surveillance drone that it says entered Iranian airspace, casting the incident as a violation of its sovereignty. According to Tehran's account, firing at the F-35 forced the stealth fighter to pull back, a narrative Iran is using to project strength against U.S. air power. Iranian guards warned they reserve the right to respond to any U.S. ceasefire violations, setting the stage for more confrontation if Washington pushes the limits. On May 30th, Iran also claimed that a U.S. aircraft had been shot down in Bushehr province. However, CENTCOM denied Iran's claims that any U.S. aircraft was destroyed near Bushehr. Fresh Gulf tensions erupted after Iran claimed it shot down a trespassing American drone near the Bushehr region. Iranian media said the drone was intercepted near the southern province that hosts Iran's sensitive nuclear infrastructure. Tasnim news agency cited military sources claiming Iran targeted the American drone with a missile strike on May 29. Fars news agency reported Iran's integrated air defense network immediately confronted the aircraft after detecting the alleged intrusion. Officials said the operation involved air defense systems stationed near Jam and Kangan inside Bushehr province. Iranian media reports claimed search operations later began to locate debris from the reportedly downed American aircraft. However, the U.S. military strongly denied Iranian claims that any American aircraft had been shot down near Bushehr. U.S. Central Command stated all American air assets were fully accounted for following what it called false Iranian reports. The Bushehr region had previously faced attacks during earlier U.S.-Israeli operations targeting Iranian military and nuclear-linked infrastructure. Notably, Iran's Bushehr nuclear power plant is jointly linked to Russian and Iranian nuclear cooperation projects. Iran's IRGC says it has released a video showcasing its response to the May 27 attack launched by the U.S. military, using the footage to signal its readiness to retaliate. According to the IRGC, its forces struck a U.S. airbase in direct response to a reported American attack near Bandar Abbas, framing the move as a calibrated counterblow. Tasnim news agency reported that Tehran described the strike as an answer to U.S. aggression, portraying Iran's actions as defensive retaliation rather than escalation. Press TV reported that the strike was announced in a statement published by the IRGC, which laid out the group's rationale and attempted to justify the action as a measured, intentional response rather than an impulsive escalation. The IRGC said the attack took place at 4:50 a.m. and described it as a serious warning, using precise timing and stark language to emphasize the message was deliberate and meant to deter further actions. Iran stated that the strike was retaliation for an earlier U.S. military action near Bandar Abbas, portraying the operation as part of a tit-for-tat cycle meant to punish what Tehran called unlawful or provocative conduct. The IRGC warned that any further U.S. aggression would be met with a stronger response, signaling a commitment to escalate proportionally if it perceives continued threats, and underscoring the danger of a widening confrontation. Earlier, the United States also lost its prized MQ-9 Reaper drone on May 26, allegedly to Iran's latest Arash-e-Kamangir system. Iran is now showcasing a new air defense system that reportedly brought down one of America's prized $30 million drones. Iran reportedly used the Arash-e-Kamangir system to shoot down a US MQ-9 Reaper drone on May 26. The American drone was allegedly intercepted near Keshem Island in the strategically sensitive Strait of Hormuz. Iranian media outlet Fars News claimed the new system successfully neutralized what it called a hostile reconnaissance drone. The Arash-e-Kamangir system is also believed to be equipped with stealth detection capabilities, according to Fars News reports. Iranian state-linked media described the interception as a clear and decisive message directed at the United States. Iran's deployment of the new Arash system could also force Washington to use more expensive missile interceptors in response. However, Tehran has not officially confirmed reports claiming that the new defense system was used in the operation. Even so, analysts say Iran deploying the Arash-e-Kamangir would fit a broader and familiar military pattern. The system also reportedly reflects Iran's growing shift toward mobile and lower-cost air defense platforms. The Arash-e-Kamangir is built for mobility, allowing it to move quickly between locations while remaining difficult to detect. Unlike traditional systems, it can reportedly operate without relying on fixed radar sites or permanent installations. The platform can be rapidly positioned, activated, and fired with very little preparation time on the ground. It is also considered significantly cheaper to operate than large conventional surface-to-air missile batteries. Its mobile nature makes it easier to conceal, relocate, replace, and relaunch after an attack. The system is believed to be particularly effective against slower UAVs, including aircraft like the US MQ-9 Reaper. Its presence keeps low-altitude airspace under constant threat and complicates aerial surveillance missions. The system can reportedly continue operating even after major parts of a wider air defense network are damaged. Its biggest advantage is forcing adversaries to strike from longer distances while staying farther from Iranian airspace. The broader signal from Tehran is that Iran still retains credible air defense capability despite months of war damage. Iran's wider air defense network was reportedly badly hit during its conflict with the US and Israel. Yet these newer interception systems appear to signal a deliberate shift toward rebuilding and suppressing future aerial attacks.